Republic versus a Democracy. Article IV Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this Union a republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion. While trying to discover a form of government, John Adams wrote that, "Democracy never lasts long. It soon wastes, exhausts, and murders itself. There was never a democracy that did not commit suicide." Our founding fathers reviled democracy and gave their posterity a republic. As Thomas Jefferson said, the republican is the only form of government which is not eternally at open or secret war with the rights of mankind. The original United States has been usurped by a separate and different United States formed in 1971, and which is actually a corporation and that acts as our current government. and operates under law rather than common law private law, which is about our God-given rights. The Restore America Plan reclaimed the de jure institutions of government of the 50 state republics in order to restore common law that represents the voice of the people and ends corporate law that ignores the voice of the people while operating under maritime international law. This occurred when warrants were delivered to all 50 governors on March 30, 2010. The rewritten Constitution of the United States bypasses the original Constitution for the United States of America, which explains why our congressmen and senators don't abide by it, and the president can write executive orders to do whatever he wants. They are following corporate laws that completely strip sovereigns of their God-given inalienable rights. Corporate commercial public law is not sovereign private, as it is an agreement between two or more parties under contract. Common law, which sovereigns operate under, is not commercial law. It is personal and private. To understand the Restore American Plan document, you need to understand some basic terms. Visit www.lasafsas.info. A few basic terms to help you understand the Restore American Plan document. Lawful, a term used in common law de jure, existing by right or according to law. Original lawful. Common law operates under de jure terms. Sovereign, a real person. Sovereigns can own property while citoyen subjects cannot. According to the original Constitution, all government comes from the sovereign individual. Without the sovereign individual, there is no government. U.S. citoyen subject, a corporate fictitious entity that merely represents the real person. It acts as a strawman. To call oneself a sovereign citoyen or sovereign subject is an oxymoron, since sovereign and citoyen and subject are mutually exclusive of each other. When asked if you are O.S. citoyen on corporate legal documents, if you check yes, you agree to the terms of corporate law and unknowingly relinquish your sovereign status and transfer all of your rights to the United States, and since you are now under contract. Corporation, a non-human, fictitious entity. Corporate fictitious entities are denoted in all caps. This includes the names of citoyen subjects. Your fictitious strawman entity is addressed in all caps, i.e., JOHNSMITH, rather than John Smith. Common law of God's law. Common law and the system of de jure juries apply to sovereigns and disputes. In common law, contracts must be entered into knowingly, voluntarily, and intentionally. Legal, a term used in the UCC which applies to corporate law. De facto, in practice but not necessarily ordained by law. In fact, in reality, corporate law operates under de facto terms. Admiralty maritime law, international law of the King's law, deals with criminal acts that only apply to international contracts. Under this law, the people are no longer sovereign. The Uniform Commercial Code that the United States practices is based on Admiralty law. Under the UCC, contracts do not have to be entered into knowingly. Simple agreements can be binding, and as long as you exercise the benefits of that agreement, you must meet the obligations associated with those benefits. If you accept the benefit offered by the agreement, then you must follow, to the letter, each and every statute involved with that benefit. That benefit is the Federal Reserve notes U.S. dollars. By paying for things with U.S. dollars, you are unknowingly giving up all of your constitutional rights and are legally obligated to follow all of the UCC statutes. The YOWRANEVR2LD teach us, the United States exists in two forms: the original United States that was in operation until 1860, a collection of sovereign republics in the Union. Under the original Constitution, the states controlled the federal government. The federal government did not control the states and had very little authority. Lawful, the original Constitution was never removed. It has simply been dormant since 1871. It is still intact to this day. This fact was made clear by Supreme Court Justice Marshall Harlan Domes v. Bidwell 100 Acti 2 U.S. 244 1901 by giving the following dissenting opinion. To a national governments exist one to be maintained under the original Constitution, with all its restrictions lawful, the other to be maintained by Congresses outside and independently of that instrument legal.